What's up, everybody? Welcome to THN, the Hood Network Television. I have my two guests right here, Max, and Big Hub right here. Big Happs. Sorry about the name. I make mistakes too. I'm a human.
That's right.
All right. So, can you tell us about? You say you have a little bit of music, right?
Yeah, I do. I have some music. I've been doing music for over 25 years as a hobby. You know what I'm saying? And like therapy as well. But like lately, you know, the way like all these artists just come up on the off of social media and stuff, you know.
Right.
And I see like, you know, they have interesting, I guess, content stuff. So being able to put some together, you know, for I guess have some constantly for people to see and be tuning into would be a good way to try to like get myself. What I like to do is make $1 million a couple of times, you know, a couple of millions a couple of times with the music, and then I'm out, man. You know, in life I've done things, and then I like to move on, you know. So
Kind of like when you start like a little dream, like a little hobby. You start as a hobby, right? Like kind of like
Yeah.
So music, when it comes to music, like what is your passion about it? Like what is it that like motivates you? Like any artist that you wanna, like maybe you grew up with, or maybe if you don't mind.
the artist that I imagine everyone always imagines himself. Well, I do. The artist that I've looked up to is Dub C.
Dub C.
Okay. You know, the type of rap I like is the West Coast. So my era was the '90s. We're talking DJ Quick, Second to None, High C, AMG. You know, South Central Cartel. You know what I'm saying? All of that. You know, the West Coast. And barely now, like I appreciate the East Coast stuff, but because I do music, it was like this West Coast on mine, you know. So I'm not bumping none of that. But now as I mature, man, you know, I and thanks to some of the homies that I have too that also follow East Coast rap, and people that I met, man, it's dope, man. I'm past that now, you know. I just want to have fun, man. I'm trying to like fix my community, you know what I'm saying? After we kind of messed it up, you know.
We all did a mistake, you know. We all did a mistake. I believe that, in my opinion, right? Like everybody deserves a chance. Like everybody deserves a chance. I think the OGs that told me that don't get into that, bro. Don't get into that. Don't get involved on those things. And yeah, I am tattooed up. I do have tattoos, but they don't mean nothing. They're just art to me. Right. But right, like a lot of people, like they judge us because of tattoos. Even Mike right here, he's right here, Mike. You know, you've been through that thing, Mike.
Yeah.
They judge me with no tattoos.
Yeah.
I always get judged.
Yeah.
Like all my friends have tattoos. They're like, "What? You an artist and you don't have no tattoos?" I'm like, just feel like it.
And I also want to give some credit to Mike. He's doing engineering. If you want to say something.
Thanks, I appreciate it. This is dope.
If anybody want to check his studio, come on, you know, right here on Wilshire, right?
Yeah, UnFunnyStuff.com has information and everything, dude. Unfunny Network, follow us on YouTube, bro.
That's right.
Okay, my next question to you is, you're into lowriders, right?
I actually have a homeboy who's shout out to my boy Horacio Romero. He's trying to bring out his magazine, man. It's been a dream of his for a while now, man. But when we started, we had no idea what it was going to take, you know. And it's been a learning process, man. But my boy's been hanging in there, man, and representing that culture very, very well, man. He's actually about to be inducted into the Lowriding Hall of Fame. Damn, I don't even know I should be saying that, bro. But that is some information that I know, and it's going down because my boy has been out there representing. So yeah, man, I am into lowriders. I'm not the type of person who knows like years and stuff like that. But yeah, I appreciate, man. I love the way. I appreciate because I know what it takes, man, for these guys to build their lowriders, and it's about building it. It's not about buying one from someone else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know what's up. I respect that culture, man.
Max, what about you? You said you were into
I'm into a lot of things.
Into-
I'm into lowriders, pin-up, many things, graffiti,
yeah, so
art.
I see that you have on your hat NTSQ, right?
Yes, NTSQ.
If it's allowed to, what does it stand for? If you don't mind,
Notorious.
Notorious, and then you want
I was gonna say the Q stands for Queens, so that'd be Notorious Queens. We have I'm also from NTS. That's a graffiti crew here in LA, and we started the K actually, the Kings. We're the ones that threw the Kings on it, so naturally we needed the Queens, and that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
We're out here, man. Like everyone now is different. Everyone. Like a lot of the crews that went like non-profit and stuff, they went like what I would call legit, So being, how we're considered one of the OGs as well, one of the first crews. We're trying to follow and get our history out there.
Yeah, we got many
Put out
artists,
there
rappers,
correctly, right?
talented people
in the community, right?
Yes.
Like, so what community? Like, you always want to rep your community? You guys could go ahead and
Well, I mean, I represent Los Angeles. I'm from East Side, South Central Los Angeles. The Low Bottoms actually, and people know where that's at. That's not too far from the USC area. There's a lot of history there too, man. That I know. It's like Black history, and it's I don't know my own history. You know what I'm saying? And that's a trip,
we're
right?
learning, right?
It's a trip, right? So I'm proud of the history that I do know from where I live, and it's pretty dope, man. Pretty heavy stuff. I don't know why no one has told the stories that come from around there, but
Yeah, like a lot of people say, like, I mean, on this show we could say, right, Mike, we could say whatever we want, right? Like, a lot of people confuse tagging crews with gangs.
mm.
No,
Some of them, they do become kind of like gangs, right? And some of them, they decide to just do it for art, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that is the right
Half and half.
thing to say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, are you referring to like the crews that had to join neighborhood and stuff?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, if you could talk about it, we're not really trying to like get you into.
You know what? So the thing with us, like I think with a lot of crews, what happened? Well, I'll talk about us. What happened with us, man? It just so happened that, excuse me.
It's okay.
NTS was so big, man, that we had at one time so many gang members from different neighborhoods that don't get along, but got along because we're from NTS. Not the neighborhoods, but us individually. I won't say any names and I won't mention gangs, but they are big gangs, man. So what happened with us in the '90s, when the gangs had to try to swallow up all the tagging crews, and we were too many gangs already involved here, so everyone just stopped tagging and just claimed the neighborhoods,
Yeah.
for a minute there. But people like myself and a lot of other homeboys who do rap music, I got homeboys who are different black, Asians,
Big O,
white, Big
O. He's one of our
right, he's a
friend of us, right?
Yeah,
Big O.
He's a comedian.
He's a comedian.
Yeah, he's cool. So so we have. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What did you say?
It's okay. I'm like.
Yeah. No. So so what I think happened was at least what happens is when you're in the jungle and there's the if you're not strong, you're gonna get eaten, right? So I think some of these crews that didn't have much rep or history, those are probably the crews that got eaten up into neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And hey, more respect to them, man, because to me, no one got punked. Everyone just had to do what they had to do, and it is what it is, And man, I just wish and I hope that that we could stop like hurting our mothers and brothers and sisters, and
that we can all get along, huh? Like it doesn't matter if it's black, brown, white. It doesn't matter. Like we all get along, right? Like we have the same thoughts. Like
she and I were talking earlier on the way over here, man. And an interesting thing that just popped into my head, and I always tell her, you know, I believe in the law of attraction. I believe that everything happens for a reason, right?
Right.
So we're talking, and it just dawned on me because I heard about the shootings, some shootings that went on. I think in El Paso,
the Texas shooting, right? Like
Walmart.
Mike, like we heard the Texas shooting over there, like on the
Chills.
thing happened on Walmart, right?
Yeah, right.
That-
That's the one I heard something about El Paso, and then something about a Walmart shooting.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about it,
That's not good.
but you probably know more than me. But when I saw the news, they first thought it was one, right? They first thought it was one, and then later on they find out it was three.
You know what? I don't know anything, but what I heard right now, bro, and they just mentioned it, so I don't know any details. What I'm trying to say is that I told her, you know what? You know, to me, when you're depressed, anger relieves the feeling of depression.
Right.
Yeah.
Once you get angry, you can think of revenge, right? And once you think of revenge, then you can forgive, and that's where I like to be able to make decisions, right? So every time I see like KKK members and stuff like that, they're always spilling hate, right?
Yeah.
My theory, my opinion, man, I think is because they're scared. You know, for whatever reason, they're scared. They're depressed, so they're always angry. You know what I'm saying? They need to get past that anger and start, instead of taking revenge, just thinking about it. But because they stay angry, man, they do all these crazy things, bro.
Right.
And
Wars.
Maybe they should just go to an MMA fighting, or maybe they should just go to the shooting range and take it out there, you know, instead of taking it on innocent people, right? Like,
Smoke
instead
out.
of...
Smoke out.
at
Smoke
this
some
point,
weed.
yeah, man. At this
Smoke
point,
some weed and just fucking relax.
Yeah, right.
anything that'll keep
Be
them from.
peaceful, humble.
You know
Put
what,
some-
man? I
Give some
imagine.
stones, crystal stones, and then make them here. That should supposed to make you humble.
I
Calm
imagine
down.
even when they do this, like immediately after they start popping people, man, they probably feel like that's not what they wanted to do. But it's it. Life is over for them, you know. And
Sometimes we have that, like we're mad at our girlfriends or at our somebody, right?
right.
And it does, I'm gonna sound crazy, but it does run to your head sometimes, like, oh, I wanna hurt this person, I wanna do this person, but you really don't do it.
Right.
At the end, and there's some people that really they really go and do it,
Forget
like,
about it. Just
yeah,
let things calm down.
yeah.
I'm a person that like to be happy. That's why I love to do art. It just takes away a lot of aggressive feelings. I just sit and just draw or listen to music or jam out.
All right, so I'm gonna go right now to Max. Right now, I'm gonna ask her a couple of questions, and then I'll go back to you right now.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
That way, so I said the show was gonna be about you two guys, and we're also gonna give Mike credit. You know, we're gonna give him credit for engineering,
Mike.
and
Mike.
he's the boss man right here, man. Boss man right here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Max. Your art, like, what inspired you to do art? Like, what inspires you to do what you
Music.
do? Music.
Music.
Okay, what kind of music does it like?
Hip hop, anything. I was growing up in a Puerto Rican family.
Puerto Rican, okay.
You know, I'm mixed breed, ethnic, and family listen to different music. So I was always brought up to listen to all kinds of music. I have no preference, no type of music I like. It's like I like them all,
Okay.
except the melodic shit. I don't go for that. But anyways,
Yeah,
this
is the only.
peaceful, like hip hop.
Yeah.
I always been since a little child into breakdancing. Always loved dancing. I mix music. As a little kid, I played congas, tambales.
So también hablas español,
Yo,
right?
los dos
También
idiomas.
hablas español, right? You speak Spanish as well, right? Like,
yes, I
all
was
right.
brought up because my parents speak Spanish, and I had to speak Spanish to them all the time when I come home.
Yeah.
So, yes, a lot of people didn't know I speak Spanish in school, so I just let it be and hear all these people like, yeah. I'm like, hey.
What do you think? Well, maybe both of you can answer this, right? Like, what do you guys think about like well, I heard, right, that supposedly, like, when you used to, on the side of East LA, your parents didn't want to talk to you on Spanish because back then they used to judge you a lot, right? Like, people had that, can we say, like, that ignorance, right? Like that, no, I need to talk to my kid on English only. I can't. That's why some people, they don't know how to speak.
No, my
right.
my parents, it's kind of funny when they speak English.
Yeah.
But it was okay. Sometimes my mom, no, it's okay. Just we're going to talk to you Spanish, and that's the way you are, Mom. Dad, parents, but they still try to talk English, though.
Just to try. What about you, Big Happs?
With me,
Yeah.
I spoke to my brothers. With my siblings, we speak English, but with my mom and dad, we speak Spanish.
Right.
My
Same.
kids, they speak English, but thanks to my mom and dad, they speak Spanish. Yeah.
Right. We always come to that side right here. That. So yeah, because well, I guess like nowadays it does matter, like we're bilingual. It matters because I mean, people do speak English here and they want to know. A lot of people they go like, oh, when certain people that don't speak Spanish, they get mad when we talk Spanish because they don't know what we're saying. So they think we're saying something bad about them, or sometimes it happens, right? Or some people they just go like, well, they're just talking their own language. They go like that.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, the way that I grew up, they always talk to me on Spanish. They always talk to me on Spanish.
Yeah, my parents too.
I learned English in school.
Right.
You know, my older brothers used to talk to me on English, and they always told me that that's important too, because on this country, you know, we have to know English as well. You know, like it's always important to know that language too. And if you can, Chinese too, man, and Japanese.
I have friends that are Japanese, and I always love to tell them, hey, give me some words, man, especially the bad ones, so I can be like, hey,
That's the first thing we learned from
on this show.
bad words.
On this show, we are allowed to say bad words in here, right? We are, yeah. You should see them on their show what they talk about, man. You should check them out on Funny Network,
definitely.
right?
Yeah.
Funny Network, right there.
Don't get me started. I'm a comedian myself.
Go ahead, speak your thing.
It just comes out.
Don't worry about it. Just whatever you want to say.
She put herself on the spot. Now you got.
You already put yourself on the spot on live on Facebook Live. Come on, I mean, you should say something.
What's up, Big O?
Oh, Big O is right there.
No.
Come on, Big O is right there. He'll see it later on.
That's what I say. He's gonna see it.
He'll say it later on.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Peace,
man.
love, everybody, peace.
She's all like, peace.
Stop the hate. Love everyone. Even your enemies, love them.
Uh-oh.
And I like that shit.
There you go.
Hey, I might hate you, but you might hate me. I don't know why, but hey, just love and peace. I just want to be humble.
Right.
Let's live life.
Did you brought, well, Mike, can we play music?
No.
I don't.
Oh, you didn't brought no music?
But,
Oh, you didn't brought no music?
That, like I said, you know, we I was trying to get it.
Oh, where can they check you out?
You know what? The thing with that is that all that music that's out there right now, I have a SoundCloud and I have a Reverb Nation, which I haven't checked out in years, bro. But I have music out there. You can find me on SoundCloud at Big Happs NTS. That'd be BIGHAPPS NTS, all together, lowercase letters, on SoundCloud. I'm the only one. Well, with that name, it pops up on the first one.
What about you, Max? Well, do you have certain or right now you don't got? What do you got going right now? Like, you got social media?
My social media is myself.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Do you wanna give it out?
Zombie Wolf Cat at Gmail. I'm just a piecer. I like to write on walls. Mostly I'm good as my characters.
Right.
And I'm still learning. I'm getting there, you know. I had to put a hold in my art because of, you know, bearing kids. I had to take care of my kids because my mom is old-fashioned. She's like, nah, you made them, you take care of them. Shit.
Not like...
las patas porque no las cejo.
See, she's down to say a lot of things right here.
Anyways,
She means like you open your legs, so you already you know what I mean, like Mike, like you have to take care of your kids because you open your legs.
Yeah, abre los ojos y cierra las patas. Like
Oh.
open your eyes before you
Close your
open.
legs.
Yeah, before you just like, cause you don't know when you're gonna have a baby. But yeah, I had a baby late. I had a good time. I was a grown woman when I had my first son, but I kind of like had to stop doing what I was doing, doing the street art and everything. So mostly half of the people just forgot about me. A lot of friends have passed away.
I haven't forgot about you.
Oh,
Come on, I haven't forgot about you.
But a lot of friends I know passed away, like Tar from OTR, Bastard from OTR, he's from the bridge. Yeah, so yeah, many has gone, many has been, marriage and all that. But the reason why I came back into the scene is because a lot of friends my age are going back doing the scene. They doing the art shit. They calling me to help them out with some murals. I go by and just help them out. And I'm learning from a lot of people. I'm still learning.
Okay, so pretty much, so we're already talking about his music. We're already talking about the art.
I wish I had some with me, but I didn't bring them.
It's okay. There's always going to be some time,
Next time.
we could do we'll talk about it right now. Yeah. So pretty much, I already talked about that. How much time do we have left? Like
15.
15? Okay, in 15 minutes. Anything you guys want to say?
Well, I have some friends like Big O and everything, and AB, and they tell me I have this comedian attitude, and I do. It's just kind of like they trying to grab me to be a comedian with them. So it's just a matter of fact how things will go, and I'm just probably will get into doing some comedian acts
I'm gonna
as
say,
well.
I'm gonna say straight out, when it comes to Big O, oh my God, you cannot shut him up when he comes to jokes.
Actually,
He
we were
cannot-
sing together. We had sang together a couple of times, just at the house party. We
Oh, so
just
you
kick it.
sing or just for fun?
I do it for fun. When I
fun?
hear a song I like, it just comes out. And Big O was like, "Hey, I didn't know you could," and he started singing the same song, so we just like.
Okay.
I like Big O. I think Big O is he inspires me, man, because
Inspires me too.
he does his music, man. He gets
He's a
into
homie.
it.
He's a homie, man.
He
Hell
gets
yeah.
into it, man. I
He is
really
a
do
homie.
appreciate his. Matter of fact, I would like him to get on the track with me, and like introduce one of my songs and stuff, because I like the way he does that on his
That gospel thing that he has on, like, that,
Yeah.
and then he also can make people laugh at the same time.
Yeah.
Sorry
and
about.
we
Homeless
both are
people.
going to be working together on a track.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I've been thinking about trying to make a couple millions, man, a couple of times,
I could tell you won that. You won that. Like, you really want to do it, and I
gonna
believe
happen.
you could do it.
He's
I
good.
believe, like, don't let can I give you an advice if you don't?
Sure, man. Yeah.
Don't let people tell you. It happened to me. They used to tell me, like, I started a label. They used to tell me, oh, your music sucks. So I start, my lower esteem started going down.
That's
You know what I
they
mean?
want
And
you to
then,
think.
you know what I mean?
What happened to your record label?
I'll talk about it in the interview when it's about me. Not, it's about you today. You know what I mean? Like, it's about you today.
I'm because see, that's what I mean, man. Like,
I said Stay Firm Records.
like, see, like,
Yeah.
all right, look, I'm gonna tell you what I'm trying to do, man. You see, you got 15 minutes. We need to fill up time,
Yeah,
or
do it.
or you have more questions and stuff.
Say it.
Mike will charge us more. He will have to charge us more. It's reality. Like, people already know I'm real to the fans. They know that I'm booking a studio. They know that this is, you can tell by the logos too.
Right.
That's why I wanted to give Mike a shout out. Like,
Yeah.
and
Shout
you know,
out to
and,
Mike,
and
man. Good looking
you
out.
know,
Thanks for
because
making
he
this
made it happen.
That's
And
right.
his friend, what's your friend's name?
Theo.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Theo Manhattan. Big dog.
Okay,
yeah.
that's right.
So next week we're gonna have Ronnie Gray. Have you heard of Ronnie Gray?
Yeah, actually, I know a homie that did music with him. I believe Little G.
King Little G.
No, not King Little G. Another homie, Lil G. He's from Compton. He's actually the only other person that I've told about what I was about to tell you guys about this movement. You know,
If you want to keep it we could do a second part. If yeah, because I think how much time do we have?
About like 7.
7 minutes. Okay, so in 7 minutes, I'm gonna announce that on August 18, 2019, I'm gonna have Ronnie Gray and ER. He's gonna tell us about his little trip in Spain and all that. We also gonna have a second part with them too, with Max and
Big Happs.
Big Happs. And if Mike wants to come out, he'll come out too. Like right here, man. So thanks a lot for listening to the show. And any last words that you guys want to say?
Man, just peace, you know, peace to everyone, man, you know, everyone.
Definitely peace.
Good peace and best wishes in all your endeavors, man, you know, and you guys too. Thank you guys for inviting us.
All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot, and that's it. Pretty much that's it. That's about it.
Gracias.
And
Perfect, got it.
Cool, man. Hey, this is dope, man.
This is a badass studio right here.
I like it.